fine, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not streaming to anywhere other than to your private eyes only.
Cool.
But welcome,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen who have tuned in.
this is Season 20, Week 1, between Screaming Seagulls and the Consumers on Vigil. And
Vigil
as
RC10, a classic Week 1 map for Highlander across the board. We're going to be seeing Screaming Seagulls starting on defense. Or...
and they're starting.
what, are they on offense? What the fuck?
No, they're on defense. They're red.
They're
They're
on
red.
defense. Now, this is a very pivotal moment in the story here. Will Blue Team be pulling off any box strats, or are they just not subscribed to such ideologies?
They seem to be unsubscribed to such ideologies.
They don't
Let's see,
consume that kind of strategy.
Red is going in with crits. So they've trapped off house, and it looks like left side spawn. I hope that catches somebody. That's always an interesting strategy to use. One that's quite common, although usually not as spread out as this.
Yeah, Rohi's often told me he likes spreading them out in the house, not so much to get kills, but more towards just making them waste more time.
Yeah, it makes them a little bit
First is
paranoid
sort of
and
a
delay
gimme.
them.
Exactly. The more time you delay them, the more successful your first hold's gonna be.
Well, that was a strategy which we saw him use a lot last season when they were undefeated. So maybe this season they will also be undefeated. We shall find out.
And it will be because of Vigil. I like that.
Yes, it will be because of Vigil.
Alright, starting out here, Blue Team is going to be keeping their medic in spawn, hopefully, as they try to clear out, right house.
Medic is pretty far forward, though. Let's see.
He is risking...
They are
life
starting
a
to
little
push
bit.
into house. Okay. Looks like they're mostly just skirmishing on flank right now. Of course, the engineer and scout are on cart duty.
The spies have just bumped into each other.
Yes, and it seems like their spy has been caught briefly.
Sniper's moved up on the flank.
Will he get anybody? This is a very good spot for sniper.
The consumers have done a great job pushing the cart. Actually, they're just going to take first pretty much without any contestation.
This is what,
Rohi
30
going
seconds?
down there so quick in that hold really stifled the Screaming Seagulls' ability to really take a foothold.
Although it doesn't look like they're immediately pushing over a hill, and Screaming Seagulls do have a second setup already, with their sniper very far forward. So is Rohi. Rohi's quite aggressive right now.
Red cart finds the spy. There will be no spy play here in the next little while at the very least, but the cart is pushed up with heavy and NG on it.
They're using over hill, it looks like.
The Uber in as the cart's going. If they don't stop cart here, this Uber is going to be incredibly successful for what it's done.
Although it looks like, for the most part, Screaming Seagulls, if they cannot manage this, nope, they got it. This is good.
Yeah,
It looks
Red
like
keeping that
Blue's
sentry alive really saved their hold.
And also not losing any major players, only their sniper and scout.
Looks like there's going to go for a spy cap here. If they're not wary about that, it's going to be quite the situation.
Or a heavy cap, perhaps? Never mind.
The coveted heavy cap?
Lilith is sitting here, getting good intel, I hope. They're re-aggressing over hill, which is an interesting play, certainly. They do seem to have some slight advantage.
Screaming Seagulls are losing players. They've lost Rohi and Gage. There's no way for the Screaming Seagulls to further hold here on hill.
Well, they still have both their heavy on Brass Beast and a sentry. And their sniper's still
Blue
up.
Team's coming up with Uber pretty soon here, although he's not building. I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're both even, and Blue was just down players. They're pushing up now. And they
without Gage being back, they're going to get a free Uber in. Not having your pyro here to block them is going to be rough, but...
Although it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, Rohi looks like he shut him down single-handedly. Eco surfing to the skybox, but living.
They're getting good kills on red. The blue NG, heavy, and demo are all dead.
Yeah, a successful defensive hold on second with the cart just kissing the cap point.
Yeah, this is quite impressive, honestly. You would have thought that a scout or spy would easily be able to cap this. But they, Screaming Seagulls have successfully, and quite intelligently I might add, left their heavy on cart.
Jeff with his big, meaty, grubby hands holding onto that payload, not letting it slide even so
Let's
much
see,
as an inch.
can Mania do anything about it? No, he cannot. Most unfortunate.
A great
It
try
seems
nonetheless,
like-
but the eyes and ears of Jeff are not to be tested.
No, especially when you decloak in front of him. It seems like Blue's best strategy right now is to push over hill. Will this be successful for them? Let's see.
They have 4 minutes, and they are about to go with another Uber push here. Sniper trying to get a pick. Death by Pudding, peeking around the corner, but not finding much. Witty up there watching, just to make sure he doesn't get anything too fancy.
It looks like they're getting ready to use. Both teams have. They use. And
Spy is harassing Jeff on the cart. He's in prep to get a sap. Sentry gets sapped. NG goes down. There's going to be no engineer here on this big push here from Blue.
This is massive. Let's see.
Rohi, Gage, Red, Rhythm, all down. This is going to be a successful push for the blue team.
It looks like their scouts trying to kill the... Nope, medic goes down. Red medic is dead.
Fantastic
So
aggression from Alien UFO, catching out the medic.
That was an excellent final push by Blue, and they're immediately pushing up Normandy.
Yep. If they want to... If the Screaming Seagulls want to hold this, they're going to have to make sure they don't get too much momentum around this corner here. Spies bump into each other once again.
Spy's been caught out and killed by
a huge
Scout.
push coming in from House.
Seems like they're pulling out of lockers and pushing onto flank.
It's looking like
Jeff is waiting for them in head glitch.
Sniper's
Maybe
trying
are
to
they
get a
going
view
ladder?
up from Normandy. Sniper's almost pushed up to Burger at this point. Rogue's got to be
Engineer's
careful
almost
here. He's
dead.
almost in the sniper sight line.
Although he also needs to clear cart. Cart has been cleared.
Yep.
They're trying to get sniper on the flank.
Blue demo is down. That's pretty big for stopping their aggression.
Yep, Heavy's left. It looks like they're
Heavy
trying to
might
go
even go down
ladder.
to scope. Soldier's pushed up. He's counter fought
Red
by
Soldier
Red Charge
bombing
at
in.
the flank.
He's out. Okay, they're getting ready to push flank. They've used on flank.
Scout goes down. Oh, that's a... Yep. Exchange on cart.
Oh, this is
What
a
kind of progress
beautiful position
will
for
Blue make
Jeff.
here? Oh my goodness.
This is almost a full wipe for Blue. It's only the medic, the scout, the soldier, and the pyro still up.
That's going to be a 20% ad for Screaming Seagulls here. Great for defensive hold.
It's
Jeff
exactly
unscathed,
this
bathing
is
in the blood of his enemies.
this is the exact position that Screaming Seagulls want to be in right now.
Third
Will they
hold
find
is
the
their
spy?
specialty. They do like holding this point. They are quite good at it, generally.
Last
Spy is at
season,
5 HP.
okay, the
He's behind
Blue is coming out of
the-
locker again, getting ready to push.
Yep. Jeff's watching that, though.
Sniper's almost dead. They need to be careful not to lose him. And
Yep.
Sniper's
Blue Sniper
down.
goes down. Blue Spy was too far away to do anything at the same time. Scout gets pushed off. Blue cannot get their foot on this hold here. With their Sniper dead, it's going to be tough to get any forward aggression. Red on the black box and conch, or Battalion is just completely shutting down the upper flank.
It's Battalions.
Demo Man goes down.
And the scout's doing good work too on red. Just consistently annoying the combo. Making sure that they're mostly still bleeding. It looks like they're getting ready to push again, same attack. Demo goes down, they use on nobody.
Whoa.
It's just Pyro.
Demo got a bit overzealous there. Jeff's probably going to get killed in Burger here,
no,
but the
Jeff
Pyro
was
gets saved.
by Uber.
Medic surfs out. A great surf by Blue Medic. Red Church, low on HP. Can he be saved?
Red has only lost NG and Sentry.
Blue lost their medic on that, so once again, disadvantage for Blue.
This may not be a bad position though. They may be able to push in even without having a medic. Nope, the sentry's back up. I rescind that previous statement. They're trying again on flank.
Yep,
I wonder...
Sniper's in. Sniper's bleeding. Sniper's going into Burger. Just for the HP pack. He's heading back over to lockers.
I wonder if the consumers will try anything else. This is the third time that they've tried to push through flank.
Yep,
It
they're
looks
getting
like-
their Sniper over. He's slowly walking.
Looks like Red is cowering by Cliff. As he's low
Personally, I
HP.
gotta say, I don't like having the Sniper here. He's easily catchable and he doesn't have a lot of view.
Usually Sniper's very strong on flank, but it seems like the combo isn't strong enough to protect him.
They just can't quite get him around this corner, and the moment he peeks too far, Jeff is on him. His Flame is watching him. He
They're
does
trying
get
to
a kill
spam
on the
out heavy.
engineers, so there is no Engie to stop the gun from going down now.
Blue Heavy's almost dead. Jeff is saved by Eco.
Yep, Jeff has to jump down. They're going through Burger. Jeff does go down to the Demo Man and the Pyro. There's going to be exchange on cart now.
They've used True Ladder, but it seems unsuccessful. Oh,
Soldier gets behind. It's a Soldier v Soldier in the flank.
Sniper's still on flank. It seems like they've won flank, so they've left. Red team has left to fourth.
Yeah, having lost their energy and not being able to restore their buildings, once blue team started getting their momentum and their push in, there was not much Screaming Seagulls could do to hold that.
It also, I would remark that because they lost flank, their Blue's Heavy and Sniper had free reign on the combo.
I see a lot of progression here coming from Hill. Demo's pushing over to the roof by Coffee. Catching out Red Charge. Red Charge is going for the medic. He's low on HP. One more stick and he was going to be down.
No,
Flame almost dropping the Sniper.
Both
of them
Sniper's
living.
big door. This is a very good position for a Blue Sniper to be. This is on the Spy mostly to deal with him. I wonder if they can make any work from it.
Blue Spy in position to get stuff done now. He's kind of behind Jeff, but caught by Gage. Blue Spy goes down.
Red unsuccessfully jumped into the blue combo, dying.
As well as Red Spy also going down, so there's no flank pressure for Screaming Seagulls other than Flame holding Coffee all by himself. Which, for Flame, not a tall order. That scout is bonk.
The Sniper is successfully getting work done from Big Door, having killed the Heavy. And they use through main, it looks like.
There should be an exchange. We see Gage running with the Uber.
Through Cafe. We see some rare Sentry v Sentry action.
The ever so coveted level 3 battalion. Gage goes down to the Heavy, but takes them with him. Jeff holding down the Vanguard by himself, taking some pipes to the face, has to back up. He's going to go down.
Almost gets the Engineer.
It's only the Red Spy left to stop him, and he gets a double stab. And probably not going to be enough, but Rohi is respawning with the Scout. It's a tall order, but it's not impossible. But Rohi has died by the Pyro. Flame goes down to the Heavy, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
That is a 10-minute 27 time. That is quite decent for the Screaming Seagulls. Let's see if they can push faster than they held.
Yeah, 10 minutes is certainly a respectful defense time.
The average is, what, 8 minutes on this map? 7 minutes?
Sounds about right.
I never seem to remember it being a particularly long map, but they seem to held... I think they held second and third quite handily. Holding for, I believe, it was roughly, what, 3 and 4 minutes respectively?
Interestingly enough, it looks like they're building... Red is building their buildings in an interesting spot. They've got a teleporter and a dispenser on flank.
Yeah, I've not seen this. Typically you find the dispenser to be here on hill and the teleporter to be behind. Sometimes you see the teleporter on top of shack, so the sniper has a better advantage. They seem to be forward holding, which is possibly a good idea.
Full aggression forward, hold on flank. It'll be interesting to see. I bet that NG is planning to back that sentry out the moment the Screaming Seagulls get taken out in the first wave by it. Because I do not see that having long-term value, but we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, Blue Spy getting caught out right away by a cleaver.
And Flame too, that was most unfortunate. It looks like Blue Combo's trying to push through house.
Oh, Blue Sniper down from an early stab from the Red Spy. Yep, that sentry did take down a lot of the Screaming Seagulls, but the Screaming Seagulls took down the dispenser, the teleporter, the sentry. Wait, did they get the sentry? I wasn't looking.
I didn't see. 1 second. No, it does not look... Oh, no, it does look like it. The engineer has saved the dispenser, but at the cost of the sentry.
And the Red Sniper is staying back on his own. He does get out, but that was... What an interesting order of operations for the Red team. And they've even lost their spy, so there's no comms pushing up over the hill now.
And no demo, and the pyro's low. If Blue wants to push, they should push now.
Rohi, unfortunately, does not have any medic. Eco going down in the exchange earlier. We'll have to see what they can get done without having their medic. Witty peeking over hill. If he can win the SVS, then they can take Hill pretty much on their own, since the single Pyro won't be enough to stop them. Even with Uber disadvantage, Screaming Seagulls could make something happen here if they get that sniper.
It seems like the Screaming Seagulls has allowed the consumers to regroup and re-solidify their defense. The sentry is on rock, which is quite an interesting position. Somewhat passive, but also very hard to kill.
Yeah. I think the medic drop by the consumers was so essential to them holding the second, because if they had eco and they had an Uber ready, then this point would be over. But we're seeing the downsides to the sentry on the rock now. The Screaming Seagull was able to push this cart so far out from under here.
Yeah, from main. But also the consumers seem to be playing very passively in general. They're giving up a lot of space, allowing the Screaming Seagulls over the hill.
On hill here.
It seems like it. Both teams have Ubered. Red, interestingly, Ubered first.
Yeah, Rohi getting some early stick damage really pressured them. Level 1 sentry is not going to be too much of a threat to the Screaming Seagulls coming out of this. But they've lost their cart pushers, they've lost Gage. They still have Rohi and Jeff. And with Rohi running up over hill with Medic, they're going to take down this heavy potentially.
Gun is dead.
Sentry goes down. NG tries to rebuild, but it's a bit futile. Pyro goes down, everyone's going down, Screaming Seagulls take second.
NG is dead with Dispenser. And their combo looks weak. Combo's trying to leave out Normandy, but they have both Medic. Medic just spawned, it looks like.
Red Charge took a tumble. Red Spy's getting ready behind combo on tracks here. He might be able to get them behind in locker. He's definitely making some comms here. He's looking to follow up on the... Oh my god, the Spies bump in house!
Spy again. This is the third time this game that the Spies have kissed.
I think we found some Spy lovers.
Exactly. Some forbidden love between the
We see some aggressive push out of a burger with Uber from Roki and Eco. If they can kill Red Medic before he has Uber, which won't be for a while, they'll have a significant advantage. But Red does disengage quick enough.
Even if they don't kill the Medic, they're down an NG and they've lost this point.
Yep. Third is to the Screaming Seagulls. Last is famously quite difficult to hold if you don't have everything set up. So
and they just lost their demo. If Screaming Seagulls push up aggressively, Red may not be set up in time.
Yep.
They don't
Gage
have a
walked
sentry
around his corner.
up yet.
He might be too quick. Gage on his own, but now he's got the rest of the team behind him. Rohi bombs in.
Gun dead. Red pops. Red is Ubered.
We did lose the medic to a backstab on the side of Screaming Seagulls. A great backstab from Mania. So Lilith gets caught out though. Screaming Seagulls' aggression was halted, but they still are in a fantastic position.
Gun is only level 1 and it looks like they're regrouping on flank. Sniper's peeking main. And it looks like Demo is peeking back.
Rohi pushing big door, trying to get some position. Spy's coming around them now. Will Mania be able to get a stab on anybody? He gets the Pyro.
That is most embarrassing for Neo. Usually it's the Pyro which kills the Spy.
And then, in this case, Witty kills the Spy. So Spy killed Sniper, Spy... Spy killed Pyro,
and
Sniper kills Spy.
This whole game seems to be backwards. Let's see, can Lilith get anything done? Lilith goes in, and the gun goes down.
That's Medic down to Witty on Sniper. That's going to be a free Uber for Screaming Seagulls with the Red Medic having dropped.
NG and Sentry die. This should be a free push with minutes to spare.
This will be the push to end round 1. Jeff going down to the Spy, but I don't think it's enough to stop the Screaming Seagulls' raw girth as they push that bomb into the final point here.
This is a typical Screaming Seagulls game. Solid defense and excellent attack.
What would you say are the biggest things that the consumers are going to have to do in this next round to make a comeback?
I would say that the biggest thing is that Lilith and who's the Spy? Mania need to stop kissing while invisible. That will help them the most. But my big takeaway for me is that when the consumers get out, they need to get out sooner and not wipe. They repeatedly lost their NG, their Sentry, and their Medic, giving them almost no time on third and no time on fourth, both of which are very good points to hold. Their second
Absolutely.
wasn't
The most
bad.
important definitely is keeping that NG alive.
You can almost live without a medic, but you cannot live without an NG. The sentry just has so much area denial that to lose it would be disastrous for your team.
That'd be interesting. I wonder how they'll adapt into this next round with the consumers setting the pace on defense this time for the first round. Do you think we'll see another aggressive flank hold? Or, because they've been holding on some very strange places with these sentry guns. I can't imagine that they want to go for them for consistency. They kind of maybe just want to go for them for the surprise factor, but now that the cat's out of the bag, do you think they'll stick to it?
Perhaps. The forward hold has been more popular these days. I've seen, at least in the last couple seasons, a lot of teams trying more unusual holds, let's say. Both for the forward hold and the rock hold for first and second respectively. The problem is that for the first forward hold, if the blue team can push over hill, this is a very good angle to destroy the sentry, and the whole team is usually around the sentry sharing the damage. And the problem for second, if the gun is on rock, you kind of are too spread out on red that blue can either push over hill or you start bleeding players, both of which are disastrous for your team.
Yeah, just some interesting defensive compositions. I think third, they just weren't set up quick enough. And on last, last was just I honestly would be curious to see what would have happened on last if their medic hadn't gone down to Witty in that final push.
Well, I think it was two main things. Witty took down the red medic, but also Lilith did an excellent job sapping the gun right before blue team pushed in. So it'll be interesting to see what...
whammies, crippling.
I think this just seems to be a communication breakdown for the consumers. The Screaming Seagulls seem to have much more effective coordinated pushes between their demo, their soldier, and their spy, whereas the consumers seem to be just slightly out of sync with each other.
Yeah, that kind of coordination is really tough to pull off, and it really shows, how much practice Screaming Seagulls have put into just perfecting their communication, getting their team together. That being said, they are playing with one ringer, while consumers are playing with two. That does make a difference when it comes to communication and how quickly they can adapt and do things.
Yes, let me check real quick, but if I believe I'm correct, it is the heavy and the spy for the consumers, and the engineer for
Screaming Seagulls, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, their spy, they're getting some great mileage. What a fantastic play we've been seeing from Mania so far. Some huge picks, some unbelievable drops at the right time. I think the reason they were able to hold for so long on second was purely because of Mania's very timely stab on Eco as they were pulling up from first.
If Eco hadn't died, I would suspect that second would have been pushed significantly faster, because when the entire red team was mostly down, Rohi would have been more aggressive over hill.
Instead Rohi was stuck with half HP, just trying to hold some presence with his sniper to see if they can maybe force their way up, but ultimately just had to wait till they had their medic back.
He did do a lot of good damage though without dying. The sniper, red sniper, was cowering over here in the corner, unable to really peek, and the pyro was full time protecting the sniper, allowing Lilith to go behind and do more work.
One has to wonder what sort of strategies and perspectives are being discussed in that voice chat right now.
Having been on both sides, I would have thought that the consumers might be a little bit worried at this point. The first half was quite a solid display from Screaming Seagulls, and for the Screaming Seagulls, I would imagine that they were just trying to keep their composure together and not celebrate too early. It seems like there's some discussion in chat about being able to start playing again soon. Jeff, the Screaming Seagulls heavy, having called the 15-minute timer.
Well, as they say, Rupper Duster Dan.
Perhaps you could even go so far as to say Rupper Nighthawk.
That too, that too. Now, this will be an interesting Highlander season for a few reasons, but the number one being is that Steel is not our final map.
No, this is most unusual, and I'm not sure how the newer teams will take it. Steel is a very hard map. It's what, week 5 now?
Week 5 or 6, yeah.
I believe
You're
historically Steel has always been last, and that was for the simple reason that it's the hardest map to understand, and as such, a lot of newer teams require time to get used to it. Yeah, it's Vigil, Product, Upward, Lakeside, Steel, Asheville, and then Swiftwater, neither of which I believe are harder than Steel, at least not for communication.
I can almost understand the rationale behind saying, hey, Swiftwater, that's our last one. Because Swiftwater, while a lot more binary in game state than Steel, and less rotation heavy, is still one of those really important communication maps where if you're not on top of things, breaking into or holding second is just a Herculean task if you're not together as a team.
I think when somebody says a hard payload map, I think everybody automatically should think of payload of Swiftwater second, purely because of the main apartments interchange of when do you go apartments and when do you go main, and a lot of teams have a hard time deciding which one to go to.
Not to mention, like, when do you back out and transition to third? Do you hold third? Like, I think Swiftwater is a decently tactical map, and it's not like it doesn't deserve to be, you know, the final boss Highlander, but I still feel like Steel has been the final boss of this season for a while now for a reason.
I feel the difference is that every point on Steel, possibly with the exception of A, has that dichotomy of do we leave it, do we not? Because don't forget, the only point that actually matters on Steel is E. The other points can be capped without losing the game.
Yep. That indeed.
It's why you see a lot of A to E pushes with interesting movements from defense, where they move from B to Wishbone and back. It looks like they're almost ready to start playing again. Lexdash.
All you gotta hope is that everyone's washed their hands.
Indeed, it seems like Lexdash, the red, the consumer's engineer, has come back. So, hopefully we can play soon.
I'm gonna check out the logs just in the final moments here, waiting for the next one.
Please do. That would be interesting to see, I think.
Now it's looking like we had Rohi at the top at damage a minute by at least 150. Followed by Mania on Spy. And then Red Demo, third down. Some incredible numbers. Definitely not one to be scoffed at.
It seems like Rohi, both Rohi and Blue Scout are playing quite nicely today. They're playing at their unusual best. Flame is a very good scout, not somebody to be underestimated in the slightest. And it looks like we're off on our second half.
Awesome.
The consumers are defending while Screaming Seagulls are on attack. The score is currently 1-0 to the Screaming Seagulls.
I'm very interested to see where this NG decides to set up shop.
Yes, that is the question. Are they going to play as aggressively as they did before? And it looks like the answer to that is yes. So my question is this not a one-time strategy? Is this their main... Is this their main
You have
plan?
to wonder if that's really the play, especially looking at the logs. You know, the red Engie went 2-12. You know, not to diminish the other things Engineer does, but 2-12 versus Rhythm, Blue Engineer's 4-7. There's a clear difference of priority on like how much they're valuing their lives, or at least the positions they're leaving themselves in.
But also, if you look at the damage, it's almost the same. Let's see, Lex Dash has done 2,000 roughly damage to Rhythm's 1,700. But also, let's not forget that Rhythm is a ringer and not a full player. Oh, and again, Lilith and Mania kiss.
Oh, Gage goes down to a crit sticky in house here, pushing out, but not the end of the world by any means.
That is unfortunate.
Not for the sack wave.
It seems like the consumers are in position for a more typical forward hold with the entire team at logs. Sentry goes down and they Uber. This is excellent for the Screaming Seagulls. Even if they lost their combo, this is a complete victory, I would say.
That's about as good as the sack wave could possibly go, yeah.
The engineer
Medic has
died.
fully ejected himself.
Of course, there's no sentry, there's no Engie, and he's used.
Though, that being said, the teleporter is still up.
It is still up, yes. So if the engineer
Screaming
wants
Seagulls
to
don't
get
check
it,
that, they might have a funny back cap. Will the Screaming Seagulls notice this?
yes, Red, please turn around. Okay, the engineer has destroyed his teleport, sorry, his dispenser.
But the teleporter remains. And they are checking it. It's still there. Oh, Flame catches the spy, backs up right into him, dumps that dump truck right on the spy's lap, and then unloads all over him. With his pistol, of course.
Oh, it looks like
Screaming
there's a
Seagull
main
now
push.
pushing up over the hill.
There is no teleport, sorry, no sentry yet. And the combo is destroyed. The Pyro's dead, the Demo's dead. They have a level 2 in their spawn. Will Lilith deal with
Do you think
this?
the engineer's going to try to take that sentry and bring it through the teleporter?
No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, but he almost dies, taking it to third. Okay, this is much better from the consumers. This is a much better retreat.
Okay, well that back cap fucking teleporter is now no longer worth anything.
No, it is behind Screaming Seagulls spawn. It is still there, though, interestingly enough.
It is still there. Maybe the spy will be the biggest wraparound play of the century.
Perhaps.
Run with the cloak and, or the fucking dead ringer.
Perhaps their engineer is more intelligent than either of us combined.
He's playing.
Let's see.
He's playing a whole other game.
Indeed. He's playing chess while we're merely playing checkers. It looks like the heavy goes down in lockers and the soldier's low. Soldier
No
gets
spy
out.
on the red team. No
But
soldier either.
dies. It looks like flank is completely clear for
Screaming
blue to
Seagulls
take.
just gonna walk over flank, walk through lockers, walk through burger.
No, it looks
They
like they're
got
going through
Uber ready.
ladders. They're getting ready to use.
Full
They've
Uber
used.
advantage for blue team.
Gun goes down.
Screaming Seagulls are gonna be taken here on third with almost no congestion.
At least
Sentry's
the
going up,
engineer
no one's
survived.
shooting it. It goes down.
Okay, it looks like they've captured. Unless Spy and Scout can do something. Med survives. It looks like this is uncontested cap.
As long as the engineer and the med are alive, it's not the worst in the world, but they did lose their demo. They lost their sniper, they lost their spy. It is a bit rough still, but it's not the end of the world with that
Their
Engie's still alive.
snipers-
But Screaming Seagulls running around the corner at full speed.
Storming up that hill. Red, of course, does have Uber. Gun goes down. Edgy goes down.
I guess they're taking this as a sack wave, keeping their medic alive, but they did lose their
medic.
their bombing classes and their heavy. They really can't be pushing this too much more. They need the Gauge at the front, but they also need Gauge to watch the back. He successfully catches the spy though, so now they can put a bit more resources into setting up their Engie buildings, which is a great decision. 3 minutes on the clock so far, with still cart pressure, is not a bad spot to be in if you're the Screaming Seagulls. Heavy goes down. Lily gets the stab, making Red Room open for Jeff to fight, and he lives. Red killing flank over up by Red Room. So now Coffee and Red Room are both kind of open for the Seagulls. Red making a huge distraction. He's drawing the ire of the scout, the Yeah, he's just drawing eyes while the rest of the team pushes through red room. Does go down.
Gun is quite low, it's still only level 1. Seems like Spy is pushing the cart nicely. Does he live? No, unfortunately he does not.
Yeah, Screaming Seagulls just looking to build up the Uber and take an even exchange here. No Spy on either side at the moment.
Although I would not have said this was a bad position for the consumers. They do look like they're trying to push
Almost
through red
pushing
room.
into coffee now.
Red is Ubered onto into a mini sentry. This is unfortunate. Will the demo get caught out?
Wait, red Ubered?
Yeah, red Ubered onto.
Oh my goodness! So
onto
that's
blue
going to be. I guess that was an Uber exchange. They were fighting in coffee as well with combo.
I think they were thinking that the blue medic is dead. They might as well push in. Red does still have Uber advantage. 10% Uber advantage. Snipers peeking main. Looks like the snipers are trying to duel. Never mind. Is blue getting ready to go down into cafe? Or maybe big door?
Blue medic mostly on his own, trying to catch red to heal him up while he fights for coffee.
Oops, soldier.
Red goes down. Didn't get the espresso.
Oh,
Red Spy goes
Spy
down.
goes down.
Yeah, it's just sort of a back and forth until something happens. Gage defending the dispenser. Dispenser's up, and that's going to stay that way.
It looks like they're going to cafe. At least Rohi and Neo are.
Yeah, Gage takes a pipe to the face, they back out for a second. Rohi goes down to a body shot. That's
Both
a 4
teams
kill
have.
streak for that sniper. A great defense from the consumers here. Really stopped the Screaming Seagulls from getting anything going on.
Oh,
And the sniper goes down.
Is the medic going to get caught out? The medic is low, but he is alive. Okay. Eco does
Gage on
survive
that
that.
5 kill streak. Spy sniffer.
Soldier's back up on roof. Overwatching cafe.
Looks
They
like this
use
is
through
Uber
big
in
door.
through big door.
Gun goes down.
Stuffed by the pyro though. They aren't able to get too much position. Rohi completely thrust back. Red does use to make sure they don't drop players. They only have level 1 still.
Gun's low again.
Yeah,
Gun is
Gun's gonna
dead.
go down. Soldiers bombing in. Heavy's in coffee.
Guy's trying to
Heavy's
drop
about to
in
get
behind.
flanked from the soldier. He cannot turn though. Jeff goes down. Rohi is still here, doing some big damage. Gage having to back around. Rohi goes down, and that's going to be another successful hold by the consumers.
I would say that this is much better than last match. Their first, second, and third weren't as good, but I would have said that their fourth, because they were able to get set up, was excellent.
Yeah, fantastic defense so far. The Screaming Seagulls really just can't get through here.
Although I don't believe that's without good effort. The Screaming Seagulls have been effective. It's just been very good defense.
Absolutely.
It seems like the backbone of the consumers is not in their sentry, it is in their combo. Open wide and scratching his
Mania
nuts
going in
are,
for a stab now. He's
unsuccessfully.
caught up by Jeff. Uber in from Screaming Seagulls is met with an exchange here on the point.
The gun is almost down again. Unfortunately, it does not go down. I almost feel like the Screaming Seagulls right now feel like they're hitting their head against the wall. Trying so hard each time to get through big door, but unable to actually get any forward progress.
I know it's a big ask, but if they get that medic to drop in an Uber exchange, they're gonna take it because they're Ubers. These counter Ubers by the consumers have been just masterful.
It looks like they're
Now,
going through
Screaming Seagulls
cafe.
pushing into coffee, yeah. Sentry's
Gun is
gonna go down,
almost
to Jeff. Rohi's getting some big spam on the medic in the demo.
Are they retreating
Like-
and going back through big door? It looks like it. Medic
I
is
feel like
out.
they should keep this line. Like if they get the soldier and scout out of the way, it's looking really good. But the demo's now there. Demo's doing big damage. Jeff gets out with his life, but just with a sliver of HP.
He's eating his chocolate bar. Hopefully he feels bigger, big man.
It's gonna be an even Uber exchange here if they decide to take one.
Jeff seems like he's solo holding cafe while everybody else is going to red room. This is an interesting play. They Uber back in. Gun goes down. This is much better than the
Ooh,
previous
Pyro goes
attempts.
down. Oh, it's a wipe.
It is a complete wipe. It is just our scout who's soloing very valiantly. and
What
gets
changed with
Rohi.
this push? I didn't catch it.
Red was unable to see that they left cafe, that Screaming Seagulls left cafe and pushed through big door. So their sniper and their sentry were caught with their pants down, while the rest of their combo was trying to fight cafe.
Gotcha. Well, 9 minutes and 13. That's a time that a red team can potentially hit here.
Don't forget. This is still faster than the first hold from Screaming Seagulls, so this is still very possible for the Screaming Seagulls to win, even if that was a
absolutely.
5-minute last.
They just need to hold as hard as they can. Don't let that poop come out, and they're gonna win this, no hands down. But if they let them sneak through, like first, it's kind of a gimme. They didn't hold first for at all. Consumers just rushed through first their first time on here, and Screaming
Although
Seagulls had to
they-
quickly back out to second for a really successful hold.
Exactly. The Screaming Seagulls sacrificed their first hold for their second, third, and fourth. I wonder if they'll do that again, or if they'll try slightly harder to hold into first. Maybe if they get some successful picks, that would be good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It looks like the consumers are trying to push into house again, although their demo's going main.
Ooh, a burst down by Witty, immediately losing the SVS, and Jeff being forced off of Hill. It's not a great start for Screaming Seagulls here on first.
No, this isn't. Although this isn't terrible, this is still recoverable. Jeff holding Hill by himself. Can he get out? He does get out, and he finds the spy.
Ooh,
No,
he gets,
unfortunately,
Yeah.
he did not notice
I think
he
Screaming
got the
Seagulls are
spy.
going to have to back out of here soon. They do have Witty back, though, but they do lose Rohi, and with that, I don't think they can stay for too much longer.
They're down both their heavy and their demo. This is not good. Although it seems like Woody is aiming for maybe the medic. No, he needs to get out, and he does wisely get out.
Sentry being set up, it's level 3, ready to go.
In a much more conventional spot. It seems like both teams use almost immediately into each other.
No time to waste, get to fighting, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't dislike this from either team. Oh, that is unfortunate for the blue soldier. He was denied and then died for it. Heavy and
Sentry's
Spy
getting
are
spammed
both
by
behind.
the Sentry. Goes down, though. No,
Heavy's
no
dead.
heavy.
Demo's low. Will Demo die? Demo does
The
not
demo
die.
situation is crazy, but he gets out.
Okay, what's Demo on? Like 5 HP? It looks like Rohi's pushing into them.
Rohi just wants to stick his cock and balls in
they've
everyone's
paused.
face. Yeah, it does appear to be a pause currently occurring. Rohi's overwhelming masculinity just had them cowering in fear.
I would
Now,
have
of
said
course-
that so far this is a very good hold from Screaming Seagulls. Unfortunately, it seems like the time is still going down, so I'm wondering if the server
Yeah, we have to
just died.
retry to fix the timer. It's just a pause glitch. This is also not when they paused in the actual game, of course.
Okay, shall I retry now then?
No, you'll want to retry once the game resumes.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, you know, they didn't obviously pause in this position. They don't get any time to think about this, but I'm wondering what kind of an avenue Rohi's expecting to get here. Is he going to push in too much further, or is he going to back out pretty soon?
Well, usually when Rohi's in this kind of position with his scout behind him, he's aiming to kill either the demo or the medic as being a relatively free pick. He's being healed. Rohi's at 260, the medic's only at 100, and the demo's not even full HP yet. The scout could easily jump across and then kill either one of them and escape before the pyro or the other enemy scout come in. This is a very good position for Rohi to be in.
You should be in his first-person view when the game resumes, see what he gets.
I shouldn't I? 1 second. What do you think about the general game state? I would have said that this is a good position for the Screaming Eagles. Unless the spy here can do something, which I don't see him doing right now, the entire blue team is respawning, and the entirety of the red team is fully healed or overhealed, and able to fully recommit on third.
If the Screaming Seagulls drop medic here, they're going to be in a phenomenal position. If they don't, it's going to be back to evens in anyone's game.
But still, it's going to be 10 points add for the Screaming Eagles, delaying the blue medic by about 5 seconds. Although that won't matter, because by that point the entirety of the enemy team should be ready to push in on the second regardless.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Only time can tell.
All I can say is that this is going to be a very interesting game.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the wire. If we have not yet seen the Screaming Seagulls lose even so much as a round in their
Last season they were completely undefeated.
So I am their very first match of the season. If they do drop this round, it will signify a shift of sorts. Oh, we're back in it. Rohi is unable to get the medic. They do get the teleporter and they back out.
No, this is quite good for Screaming Eagles. It looks like Rohi's set up a trap right here in the corner.
They did lose their scout, but of all the classes to lose right now, not the worst. They did also reestablish their spy behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So Lilith with some fantastic comms, making sure nothing too bad occurs.
Mm-hmm.
They do lose Gage, though. There's going to be no pyro here for an Uber exchange. Oh yeah, you'll have to retry, by the way.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Overall, this push is going good. Heavy's on the cart. The rest of the team holding. Heavy's actually just pushing the cart in his own with the sentry being sapped, but he does get pressured and dies. Angie tries to push the cart up too, but he really can't make too much happen. Yeah, Blue just sitting at the back of hill, building up their Ubers once again. Sniper drops down to get some forward aggression, but he doesn't get anything. He just gets lit on fire and has to run away.
It looks like they're getting ready to re-aggress, though. Although the sniper is dead, so perhaps this is not the best time. Rohi is playing aggressively.
Rohi got a lot of forward aggression. Gage looks like he wants to just walk around that corner and spray liquid shit all over him. We'll have to see how it goes. They're getting ready for another Uber exchange here. It'll be Spy's getting in position to go for a sap as well. This might be the push we're looking for right here.
Perhaps.
Spy waiting for comms, but he opens up the shutter. Gage is aware. Gage is watching. He lights him on fire. Spy goes in for the sap now. Gun sapped.
Out. Gun is
unsapped.
This is not good for...
Gun's getting sapped again.
Gun's unsapped again. Spy dies. This is not good. Who? Blue's demo, sniper, and spy are all dead.
Not a lot of progress making without those guys. Medic almost goes down too.
And yet Red still has Uber Ad. I suppose you somewhat expect that.
It's not always the case, but Eco's doing a great job of staying alive.
Mm-hmm. Is Lilith going to try to get the sniper in Jenkins? No, he's caught out by a scout.
Lilith tries to jump in through, Oh, we're going to see a push here. They're trying to just force their way up. They just don't want to waste any more time.
No, they don't. They don't
Mini's
have much
down
time
outside of tunnel.
Ooh,
the engineer single-handedly is making space and progress, and the rest of the team push in. They don't even have Uber, and they just take a try. And the Screaming Seagulls are leaving now. They lose a lot. They don't have any engineer. They don't have any...
Does Medic die here? Medic lives.
Medic lives with just a hair. As long as he doesn't back up to that spy, he's kind of golden. There's the spy there.
They use immediately up Normandy, and it seems like Screaming Seagulls use into them. Can the Screaming Seagulls defend third? The whole team seems to be back up
disadvantage, even just by a little bit.
Not significantly, only about 5%. Oh, Jeff unfortunately dies from the sniper on flank.
We see some really good aggression here from the consumers. They got their sniper in a good spot now on flank. They've got their soldier all the way behind.
This is the exact...
They're down, they're heavy.
This is the exact situation that the consumers need to be in to be able to come back to this match.
Flame holding down the flank almost by himself with some help from Witty and now from Red are able to completely stifle that sniper.
Ooh, Sniper's almost dead already.
Sniper's gonna be trying to get a shot through through choke by Burger. Flame fighting the Pyro on flank. Heavy and Burger.
Sniper goes down by
Spy goes for a sap, gets the sap, but the team was
By
not
Flame.
ready for such an action. Now they are ready, but they're down their Sniper, they're down their Spy. They Uber in with no assist from either of them, and it's going to be an exchange here with Pyros, and it's just not looking good for the
This
consumers.
almost
I don't think that was
seems-
worth it.
This almost seems like the consumers are panicking at this point. I don't think they know if they can win this.
I think they've been panicking since that push over hill dry fight, but that dry fight worked great. They executed that great, but they did not have their key pieces for this push.
Flame kills a heavy by himself. Excellent job from Flame. He's now asking for heals, and he gets it. He's now fighting a soldier by himself. Will he win this as well?
We
Is
see
Flame
some cart pushers running around the corner.
is Flame the MVP for this match? Let's see. He almost dies.
He's like, what HP?
This
Yep,
seems
medic
to be
on
an-
cart now. Medic playing by his NG.
Okay, it looks like Blue is getting ready for a Normandy push again. The demo dies. This is not good. And their engineers being very brazen. Unfortunate.
There's no Pyro alive right now. Even without their demo man, Blue might even still want to take this. But 2 minutes left, they kind of don't have a choice. It's kind of now or never. They're pulling up to Uber charge right now. They've got their Sniper in flank. They got the Pyro along with them.
Oh, Lilith is getting to the funny spot. Can he make it? No, he's happy. He's content where he lays. It looks like they're getting ready to go for ladder. Unfortunately, Lilith was
Here
caught
comes the
out.
push
Good
Stuffed
using
again.
out he is.
by Gage. Gage completely stuffing any attempt at aggression here. However, they do stab the gun, and with that they're trying to push up. But the gun
the
gets
gun's
unsapped, and it's just not enough. They just have to kill this heavy, and then Screaming Seagulls essentially win. But they can't get him off. Red Charge single-handedly holding the point from the other side,
Demo dies.
destroying them with the black box, but it's not enough. They
I-
take the point.
I don't know if they can win at this point.
They got a minute. They have to push this uncontested all the way to last. With
But
the sentry getting
unfortunately,
built
there's
now,
already-
they have to be quick.
And they have Uber disad by about 10% as well. This is not good.
I would have liked to
Scout
see
goes in
Lilith
on
go
heavy.
for this. I would have liked to see Lilith go for the Scout. I think Scout's the highest priority target right now. Without Scout, the consumers can't win. But the Scout's just pushing the cart now.
Well, even with Scout, it seems unlikely that they can win. The cart is still
Unlikely
so far
but possible. If that Scout was dead, there'd be no way for them to win.
Perhaps. They need to push now. It's still only level 1, so this is their best opportunity. But cart is cleared. The Screaming Seagulls use into main. What an interesting idea. Lilith is fighting their soldier. and
NG goes
survives.
down, gun goes down, there's no gun. If the Screaming Seagulls Uber doesn't go too well, then that might just be the end for them. I don't think they stalled for enough time. I mean, maybe they did.
they may-
10 seconds left. I don't
they
think it's
did.
enough time for them to push the cart.
It isn't, no. I think they've
Screaming
won.
Seagulls with a very close game 1 of the season. Take it home.
This is a very good showing for their first week. I expect many more games like this.
Alright, how about we jump into the voice channel here and see what they're
Yeah,
saying.
let's. I'm sure they're quite content.
How you guys feeling?
Hello.
Yeah, that was an excellent first game, lads.
Yeah, very close. That final bit with 10 seconds on the clock, I was biting my lips. My asshole was puckered, if you will.
That was a little closer than one would like, but very well done. I think textbook play.
You won. Yay.
Yeah.
Any comments from any of you about this week or future expectations?
My future expectations is that Roki will not be playing for us.
I hope.
And,
I'm trying my best.
and probably also Woody.
There'll be some big changes going into the game 2 and 3.
I hope that doesn't affect your overall quality of play.
It will. Because I'm not sure that we'll be able to find a demo with as good as Niem as Rohi.
I don't think such a demo exists. Let's be real.
No.
It would be
I
hard
don't
to
know, they
find
have
one,
some good
certainly.
players up in invite.
It'd be hard to find one considering we haven't had anyone in like 3 weeks. So that's possible. I just have to believe this season.
Well, that was an excellent first match. I'd like to say I'd like to give congratulations to you all. You all played very well. Would it Jorb, would you like to say anything before we stop or?
GG's.